Hey everyone, it's Spurs Rail 96 here, and welcome to another Train Sim World 3 livestream. Good to be back after a week or two away from the streaming side of things. For today's stream, we'll be taking a look at the Long Island Railroad in the northeast of the United States. It is, in real life, the busiest commuter rail line in the States, but sadly in the game it's portrayed as one of the most quietest. But I thought, heck, I haven't done a Long Island Railroad stream in quite some time. I think when was the last time I did a stream on Long Island Railroad? I think it was a year ago. Either way, it's been a long time. So I thought I'd have a go on it, have some fun. What should we do? Learning the line. As you can see, I've done quite a few services. I have this terrible feeling in my head that the ones I haven't done are maybe at night time or in the pouring rain. Well, that one isn't. That one's on a cloudy, windy day by the looks of it. So let's operate this service from New York Penn to Hempstead on the Hempstead branch. I'll say my hellos looking at the live chat to Liam and Samuel Smith. Hope you're well. So we got an 8-car train. Here we are, New York Penn. Last stream I did. Started off at New York Penn. So familiar surroundings. Gauge lights to maximum, marker lights off of course, desk brightness to off. As always, I have done zero practice in preparation for the live stream. The reason why the stream was actually late to begin with, because I had other things to do, which delayed the start of the stream, so I do apologise on that point of view. Okay, what else do I need to do? What's back here? What can I ever mess with? And before I do go any further, I think it's best I turn on the motion blur to aid the stream's performance or stability, as well as and for people that like the game and played in motion blur. Okay, I think we'll leave it at that. We depart shortly. So this is the M7. Do I prefer this M7 to the what should we call it? Metro North version? I don't know. I quite like the Metro North version, to be fair. I don't quite like the grey or silver look on this one. Doesn't feel as in-depth to me. It looks a bit, I don't know. It depends on the lighting, I suppose. Just don't look quite my cup of tea. I think when Dovetail did like a big patch for the Long Island Railroad, we did add the sounds from the Metro North M3 and 7 and M7, and stuck it on the M7 and M3 on the Long Island Railroad, which is a nice touch. I need to charge the brakes. I haven't even done that yet. Alright, we're off to a great start. Woo! Sounds good. Alright, the first station stop is Woodside. Now we'll watch the train go. Watch all of it. What was that? Was that just a passenger? Did you see that? It was just a passenger that just teleported very briefly on the platform edge. Maybe it was already on board the train, and obviously the game couldn't decide where it wanted to be. Oh yes, I must inform you. I have a cup of tea and a twirl chocolate to get through on this stream. I do plan to use the M3 as well, so don't worry. It's not just the stream is not just restricted to the M7 multiple unit. Ben Davis, hey, nice to see you. Hope you're well. And hey, Commando, yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Previous 2 weekends, sporting wise, that is, has been excellent. Ferrari won in Singapore, thank God. And North London Derby today, very pleased with the result. Now, as far as the route goes, you do get quite a bit of stations to play with. I don't know how many stations numbers wise. I think it's over 20. I'm not sure. Let's just turn the power off a minute. So you got the main line run from New York Penn. This is actually part of the Northeast Corridor. The Sunnyside Yard, the big loop. So you've got this is Long Island City here, which is not used at all in service mode. It's just empty and abandoned. I think this is a freight line, if I'm not mistaken. Is that the line that goes to oh shit, what was the line? Where did it go to? Something Junction, isn't it? I forget what it is. We're over speeding, but don't worry, gravity will take care of that. This is the branch to Atlantic Terminal. There's also a little depot in the outside world where you can park your train. This, I think, is a yard, but is not used at all. That's Jamaica, one of the busiest stations in North America, if not the busiest, I think. That's getting on my nerves now. What have we got? This is the maintenance yard for the Long Island Railroad stock, I think. This is the tiny little branch to Belmont Park, which I quite like as a nice, cute little add-on addition to the route. I think there's a race course there as well. I don't know what it looks like these days, the surrounding area, so to speak. This here is right, isn't it? Yeah, this is the West Hempstead branch, and that is Hicksville there. And you also get the depot once again in the outdoors when you want to take the train out of service at New York Penn. So the route, it makes you think, oh well, there's quite a bit of stuff to do. It would be nice, but unfortunately the timetable is incredibly quiet. In the roadmap, their timetable person, or the timetable team at Dovetail, they like making upgraded timetables for Schnellfahrstrecke Köln to Aachen, and you can just see like Long Island Railroad just gathering dust and almost frozen, like with hands together begging, like, please upgrade me, I need a new timetable. And I think this route will be completely reinvigorated if we had an upgraded timetable and had some rolling stock in the yards. Like, why not have the Amtrak stuff at Sunnyside Yard, or the freights yard on the way to, I think it's a freight yard at was it on the Atlantic Terminal line, have some freight rolling stock there, some CSX, I don't know, boxcars or something, or a locomotive, anything, just to bring it a bit more to life. And the maintenance depot for the Long Island Railroad stuff, that would be nice if they had some rolling stock in the maintenance yard. They do in scenarios, but they don't in services for some reason. I presume that's to save performance. Scenery wise, well, it's not great. I'm going to be brutally honest. There are some elements which look okay, but at times you don't really get the feeling as you're in, you know, in and around New York City, which is a shame. I think in the very, very far distance, at Long Island City, you can see just a little tiny glimpse, I think, of like the Empire State Building or the One World Trade Center. Well, that's no good, is it? I mean, let me just reverse that point. It's okay. It's coolish that they added them, but you know, it's not so good, is it, when you've got no services going to and from Long Island City, even if they're not meant to be technically maybe if like you haven't got the correct rolling stock, just add the services in anyway. Just start at a random point and just go to Long Island City, or even just put some rolling stock down there, like some M3s or M7s, anything. That would be nice. Alright, we're approaching Woodside. We're actually not as late as I thought, to be fair, after I've been monologuing. I'm sure there'll be more monologues to come, I can assure you. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. Alright, here we are. There's no bell, of course, with the M3 or the M7, so I have no idea if you have to sound the horn. We are coming in a bit too hot here. Whee, and stop. Right, let's unlock the doors. I'll take a look at the chat now. Okay, I'll just catch up with some bits and bobs here on the chat. Samuel Smith and Ben Davis, have you got TSW4 yet, or did they give you TSW4? No, they didn't give me a copy of Train Sim World 4. I knew they wouldn't. I knew they wouldn't. It's because I speak very honestly, or very upfront with how the game is from my perspective, and they don't like that. Obviously they want maximum positivity. Will I get Train Sim World 4? I have decided not to get it at the moment. I don't, even with a discount, I do not think that game is acceptable to me. So I will pick it up when it reaches a price, be it, of course, from a massive discount that I deem acceptable for me to spend money on it. So yeah, for the time being, I'm not going to be buying Train Sim World 4. I've said before, and I'll say it again, it was a mistake for Dovetail to make a new game when there really is no reason at all to make a new game. Simple as that. I couldn't care about people saying, oh, it's because it's got 3 new routes. The routes, even the routes themselves, one of them I don't think is good. I mean, the Antelope Valley line, okay, it might be alright, I suppose, but I don't think that's not a route a lot of North American fans would have wanted to see in Train Sim World. Some would have, of course, but I imagine a big majority of them don't. To me, Antelope Valley line is like Cajon Pass Part 2 mixed in with West Somerset. Simple as that. And to me, that immediately turns me off. I mean, you're going to be doing a journey for 2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah. Hope you have a lot of spare time. Austrian route doesn't interest me whatsoever. Regardless how good it can be, it just doesn't interest me. It's not my kind of thing. West East Coast Main Line it only interests me because of the Azuma and the Flying Scotsman. The route itself, not a chance. The moment Dovetail announced the East Coast Main Line, deep down I thought, yeah, this it's not good, is it? You know, people wanted to see the East Coast Main Line in Train Sim World, and Dovetail brought the East Coast Main Line to life, but the wrong section. And the reason why they've done that is because it's the quickest and probably the cheapest to make as well, which is a big shame. We all know damn well they could make quite easily, if they had the time, the developers that is, from their executives and boardroom, that they could make London to Peterborough. So, yeah, I won't be picking it up immediately. So, if you're here for Train Sim World 4 content straight away, then this ain't the place to be. It's as simple as that. I will buy it when I think it is at a price that I believe is acceptable, or the price, whichever it gets down to, is what I think is acceptable. Because it is essentially the exact same game. 90% of it is what we already have. They're not even new features. Majority of it is minor improvements. The only two I consider to be features is the free roam mode and the completely reinvigorated photo mode. Other than that, yeah, not much to get excited about. Yeah, the game ain't worth 40 or 50 quid. The game ain't worth it now with a discount. I'm sorry. And if that irritates people who have been, fanboys of the series or don't like any sort of criticism whatsoever, then you're in the wrong place. It's simply not worth the money it is now. I'm sorry, it's not. Even if it's at full price with a 25% discount, it ain't worth it. Not a chance. Even if I brought it now, what are you going to do, The majority of your stuff is not even available to play with anyway. So, I think definitely even put out a few patches for Steam and Xbox on the early access, which sounds like trouble already, which isn't great. Oh dear. Alright, we're approaching Jamaica, just over 3,000 feet away. I will have to have a sip of tea whilst we are descending to Jamaica. Do we descend into Jamaica? We do go down briefly, don't we? Down a steepish gradient, if I recall. Yeah, but as far as Long Island Railroad, I'll just touch on that again. All this needs is an upgraded timetable, some rolling stock in the appropriate areas, maybe touch up the scenery if possible. That would be nice, especially give it the new lighting and sky tech. This route would be okay, and I think it would make quite a few people happy. Oop. Under the speed limit. Long Island Railroad, not Long Island Railroad, whatchamacallit, the Transportation Authority who runs North Long Island Railroad, they'll fine me for being over the speed limit multiple times, but that's okay because it's a game. We'll just carry on a little bit more. Oh, come on. There we are. Here we are at Jamaica. As expected, it's quiet as hell. It's almost like pre-pandemic, like pandemic levels, isn't it? First lockdown, whenever that happened in the States. Nobody comes to the station. No services. Well, the only other thing I could think of is that maybe the majority of Long Island Railroad drivers are on strike, maybe. That could be the only realistic reason you could come up with for why the Long Island Railroad's timetable is so bare. Oh well. God, we have to go already. I haven't had a chance to look at the chat. Jeez. Alright. Chris Martin, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Liam, happily to bet we did. Oh yeah, of course. Spurs win, have to buy a Tottenham shirt. You beat us twice, have to buy a membership for Tottenham. Now I gotta say, happy no one was lucky to escape from me. Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was an interesting game. It was an interesting game. Very entertaining, no doubt, end to end. My heart was going like a Formula 1 car at times, especially for that 10 minutes of added time at the end. Oh my god. That was unbearable to watch. The next station stop is Floral Park, just under 5.5 miles away. Hey Banana Craft, nice to see you, hope you're well. Yeah, I do remember the turntable that works. Well, last time I tried it, it worked. But we're talking like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So, I don't know what it's like now. Let's just get this unit under control. There we go. I think we have another service in front of us. That's probably why the yellow signals were shown on the HUD briefly. No, I agree. Banana Craft, I agree with you. I'm not getting TSW4 anytime soon. No, same here. And Lee agrees as well. Omar, hey, how are you? Nice to see you, hope you're well. Have you heard about the shambles of the New York Trendon's timetable update in regards towards extra layers? That's hopefully due this Tuesday. I don't know what you mean by shambles. I mean, I haven't heard anything negative about it as such, because well, you can't play the updated timetable even on early access, can you? Because the route is not available for Train Sim World 4. Train Sim World 3, obviously, you can play the route however you please, but as far as the updated timetable concerns, the last time I had a check on it, was that they tried to make the freight surfaces playable. They no longer could due to some signaling bugs or issues, so they just made the AI run those surfaces. And other than that, I think the timetable, on paper at least, by what Dovetail claim, it looks okay. But seeing it in screenshots is one thing, playing it is quite another, so it might be a completely broken mess or make the route unplayable. So we'll have to see. But I think it'll be available for Train Sim World 4 from day one. Dovetail claim it will be added to Train Sim World 3 later down the line. I highly doubt that. I strongly believe that won't happen. It won't be added to Train Sim World 3. They've said things of coming to, you know, previous versions of the game, and it never happened. Spirit Steam is a fine example. I remember when Spirit Steam launched in TSW2, they were planning to add the fireman functionality, or a guide as to how you can do it. It never came, and it still hasn't arrived. So I wouldn't take Dovetail's word for it when they say that they plan to bring it to Train Sim World 3 later in the year. I'd be pleasantly pleased if they did. But we all know why Dovetail have planned to bring it to TSW4 first instead of TSW3 at the same time, because it itches you to get that new game. Ain't working on me, Dovetail. You can't fool me. Floral Park is just over 2 miles away. Alright, if I've missed out any crossings, I apologise. I chat so much I forget what I'm doing, where I'm going even sometimes. Well, we got a speed limit of 60 coming up. Put it on coast. We're due in at what, 9:25? Oh, we're ahead of schedule. So that's not the station, is it? Is it? Nah, it can't be. No, it's not. Relax, Spurs Rail. You're not going to massively overshoot the station. Not yet, anyway. Woo! Right, this next station up ahead is Floral Park. Break! I must say, it's nice to, from the sound perspective, Dovetail added the newer sounds of the M3 and M7 to Long Island Railroad. Way better than the old ones. They were pretty crap. But these sound so much better. I mean, I'm not an American, but the horn is... where's that come from, you know? Dovetail, in the past, have done pretty bad horns, especially on the US stock. Is that the passengers falling onto the... Okay. Wow, they're keen, aren't they? Wow. They're keen to get on the train. Holy crap. Never do that in real life, people. Where is this train going to? The service they're waiting for? Atlantic Terminal. They've obviously given up. Or change strategy and be like, well, screw this, I ain't going to Atlantic Terminal, I'm going to West Hempstead. Fair enough. Ooh, the give that keeps on giving. Oh, Dovetail. Jesus Christ. That's another thing that annoys me. You know, the fact that they just abandon routes that are like 1 or 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 years old, just leave them to rot. They only update them and fix certain bits of it when a new DLC comes along for it, which is a pain in the neck. Oh, need to move the camera. There's a train coming in. M3. A bit annoying they didn't have PIS or dot matrix indicators on the outside of the train, like they do on whatchamacallit, the Metro North versions. Okay. The next stop, next and final stop, I should say, is Hempstead. 4 miles exactly. So it's a straight run to Hempstead. Alright, Banana Craft, sorry I wasn't around last weekend, I was on holiday. I was away as well, so there wasn't a stream last weekend, so don't worry. Sub-Zero Scorpions, good afternoon from the United States of America, of course. Wherever you are watching around the world, I hope you're all doing well out there and have had a good weekend. I will have to use the horn a bit more. That horn sounds good. And from what I can hear, no looping either. So it's not only a good sound, but it's well edited or well implemented as well. Nice. We got a yellow now turned to a green. Do we have a train in front of us or something? Well, I know the track to West Hempstead when we leave the line here is single track. But from what I can tell, there is no train in front of us. I wonder why these... is this a question for some of you that may know North... Well, you know. I imagine some of you watching or in the live chat know more about North American stock than I do, but why do these not have a bell? Why? The M3s don't, and the M7 doesn't. Why? Why does it not have a bell? Maybe it's some sort of regulation or something. Our speed will reduce dramatically very shortly when we get onto the single track to Hempstead. Deep down I wanted to use the M3 on the Hempstead bit, but never mind. Whoa, I need a brake. I didn't see that. I was too busy focusing on the horn and the crossing. I do apologise. We're at 15. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Brake! That'll do. Okay. 5,000 feet to go until Hempstead. Alright, Christoph, nice to see you, hope you're well. So TSW3 is better than TSW4. Well, they're very similar. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's better than the problem. It's only good in a small number of areas. They're not big gains or improvements. So at the moment, it doesn't justify my money. Spending me money. Not a chance. Omar, the timetable is facing cuts even further for Gen 8 consoles. Gen 8, that's no surprise to me. They've always had to cut things back for the Gen 8 consoles. They've done it for Roots in the past. Brighton Mainline is an obvious example. So that isn't a surprise. I mean, let's be frank. Some of those consoles, depending which version of the Xbox One on the PS4, is nearly 10 years old. So, yeah. It's not saying the consoles are, you know, shit or anything like that. It's just how, you know, that's the technology, that's the hardware that you've got to deal with. So yeah, that isn't a surprise. And Omar also says apparently the freight AI is causing crashes. What a surprise. That doesn't surprise me at all. In fact, I expected it, really, which is rather sad. If it breaks the game completely, then that's a bit embarrassing for Dovetail, isn't it? Oh dearie me. Maybe it's a good thing that Train Sim World 4 is getting it first and not Train Sim World 3. Train Sim World 4 can have the crappy, broken version. And when it's eventually fixed and improved performance-wise, then it'll come to Train Sim World 3, hopefully. We will see. West Hempstead. West. Why am I saying West Hempstead? I swear there was a station that used to be called West Hempstead on here. I don't know why. Either way, the station is straight ahead. Banana Craft. I pressed the wrong button. I'm surprised I didn't get murdered for that by the emergency brakes. From the emergency brakes. Nice to see the rush hour passengers are making an appearance. Hence why I was struggling up the stairs for access to the footbridge. I think I'll break there. That'll do. Well, that's the first run completed in one piece. I'll take that any day of the week. These are some sidings here. I don't know if you can take the train out of service and stick them in the sidings. I don't think you can. Yeah, this is Hempstead. Looks okay from the time period it was set in, 2018. I imagine it's changed a bit since then. So lock the doors. We'll do another run going to maybe, I don't know, Atlantic Terminal or something. To, what is it, Hicksville. So I got a silver for that, that's not too bad. Stopped at Woodside, Jamaica, Floral Park and terminated at Hempstead. Hempstead to New York Penn, no thank you. I want to do another service that goes to different parts of the route. Liam, my nephew wants me to ask you if you know any good websites to edit, or apps to edit videos. He wants to edit the whole King's Lynn meeting and put it all in one video. Websites, not a clue. I don't use websites. The only app I use for editing, mobile-wise, or if it's on an iPad, is iMovie. And that's about it. I don't use anything fancy, I will admit. Okay, what's that one? New York Penn to Port Washington. Oh, that's in the snow. Snow's all right. Why don't we do that one then? New York Penn to Port Washington. All right, yeah, we'll do that one. Why not? I've got time to kill, so it's fine. Mr. Engineer 141. Hey, how you doing? I'm very well, thank you. Hope you're well. Welcome aboard. This will be a challenge in the snow. New York apparently in the snow is a magical place to be. Now let me rephrase that. At Christmas time, that's it. Apparently New York is a very magical place. I imagine New York in the snow in the game is gonna be a bit of a pain, but oh well, I like a challenge now and again. The last stream I did was particularly challenging. Oh, I remember that stream. I plan not to replicate what happened in that stream on this one. Oh, we have a long time to wait, nearly 4 minutes. Excellent. That means I can actually eat my chocolate. Look at the people, loads of them. This is 11 AM in the morning. But then again, this is New York Penn, one of the main stations in New York City, along with Grand Central Terminal. Well, that's what I think anyway. Let me just catch up on the chat quickly. Earlier, multiple units are not required to have bells, and the M equipment does not have them. Bells on locomotives and cab cars are not even required by federal rule. Oh, right, okay. Mr. Engineer 141, because it's an EMU and Bombardier said there was no need for a bell. Oh, fair enough. Samuel Smith, wait, so have you gotten Train Sim 4 yet? No, I do not have it yet. When I looked at the East Coast mainline livestream, that pretty much sealed it for me. The fact that, you know, that the layers aren't even ready, or most of the layers aren't ready on time. They're not ready in time, you know, to be ready to go. That sealed it for me, you know. If the Zoomer and the Flying Scotsman are the only things that attract me to Train Sim World 4, but I couldn't care what people think. I'm not paying 50 to 40 quid for looking at one new multiple unit and a new steam locomotive. I love the Flying Scotsman. Believe me, I'm not saying that it's crap. It's going to be an awful representation. I watched the stream, and I thought the Flying Scotsman looked and operated and sounded okay. Sure, there were some bits of it that weren't great. As with majority of Train Sim World stuff, to be honest, if you really nitpick, there's always something wrong with whatever Dovetail make. But all from third-party developers. But I'm not paying 40-50 quid for strictly, you know, a new loco add-on to a route which has one new multiple unit. I'm sorry. So maybe when the Flying Scotsman gets released individually, hopefully there'll be like a steep-ish discount for Train Sim World 4. They might even do like a regional like versions of the game, like you had with Train Sim World 3, where you could buy the core game with any of the free core routes. So for example, if I wanted the East Coast mainline, I could just buy that with the core game. Happy days. I'll just, you know, forget the Antelope Valley line and the Austria route. Leave them in the gutter, you know. That's just my view. Samuel Smith, will you eventually get Train Sim World 4? That is a very interesting question, actually, to be fair. Because I'm just thinking about, you know, when I eventually get Train Sim World 4, what's the point? Because Train Sim World 5 may be round the corner. That's the problem. If Dovetail's going to make it a yearly release, then it's an immediate turn off for me. What am I doing? I've just locked my doors. Sounds good. Right, let's go to Woodside. Is that what we're stopping at? Is it, is that all? Let me just check. My brain's going to sleep today. So we're not stopping at Hunters Point Avenue, or it's just to Woodside. Oh, alright, fine, I'll finish it. I thought we were going to stop at a station in between, but obviously I'm an idiot, and I forgot. I've done this type of service before, but I've just forgotten. I mean, God, when was the last time I played Long Island Railroad? It has to be well over a year ago. But it will be interesting, you know, further down the line, you know, that Dovetail is upgrading massively for Timetable for New York Trenton. It does open the door, or for maybe, just maybe, the Long Island Railroad receiving a similar type of treatment. I think lots of people would welcome that. I wouldn't go far as to say they'll add, you know, extra bits of track, or, you know, a branch here or there. I don't think that'll happen, but maybe, you know, just improve the overall atmosphere of the route. Because I looked at a picture on Google of Long Island City, and you compare it to the game version, the difference is night and day. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons, but hey, you can hope, I suppose. But yeah, to answer your question, Samuel Smith, I don't know. I don't know if I will get it, to be fair. Is there much point getting Train Sim World 4 when possibly Train Sim World 5 is, when you think about it, not far around the corner? It's next year. Because, yeah, for me at least, time's going faster than ever these days. So I don't know. I really don't know. I plan to get Train Sim World 4, but we'll see. We'll see. But right now, there's no need to get Train Sim World 4. When you get Train Sim World 4, when does it release? Next week? Next Tuesday or something like that? 90% of the game will be exactly the same. You know, you have the same routes, same locos as you have from here. The only difference will be some, you know, some updates to routes of the past. Timetable improvement here, or a new livery there. But we all know very well that the majority of those updates for routes of the past, they say, or aka routes that have been released for Train Sim World 3, they should have been in. They should already be in Train Sim World 3, not just left on the shelf for Train Sim World 4, just so you have to get your wallet out to see what it's like. Because, yeah, business-wise, they're killing the game. They really are. And it's a big shame. For me, I think that the heyday of Train Sim World was like, I think, mid-2018 to like the end of, I'd say to the launch of Train Sim World 2, really. Because every time something came out, I was excited for it. These days, not so much. There is occasionally a route or a DLC or a loco out on there. It does get me excited and makes me want to purchase something immediately, like the Amtrak Acela did. What else? Midland Main Line, even though I decided to wait for the updates to be brought in and improve the route and the overall experience. That was a route I really liked. Peak Forest was a pleasant surprise, I must say. So, you know, when Dovetail, you know, if the boardroom or the executives give Dovetail, you know, the team in the trenches, so to speak, time, they can deliver. You know, they can do something that's reasonably good. I wouldn't say it's something that's 30 quid's worth or 40, 50 quid's worth, but you know, they can do okay, you know. It's just, for developers, hands are tied, you know. The prices have been jacked up, which means there's a greater level of scrutiny and expectation to be matching, you know, the route's quality or loco add-on to be matching the price tags, and they're not, because they're being rushed. The developers are being rushed because the executives obviously want as much revenue as possible. Like, meet this date, meet this date, meet this date. I don't know, if you don't meet this date, then I don't know, we're not going to pay our electric bill or something. I don't know. I mean, is Dovetail really that in debt or something? Like, crikey. They can come up with all sorts of excuses, like pandemic related reasons, or I don't know, the war in Ukraine, or inflation and all this crap. But you know, when you look at their accounts, financial accounts, and find out they make a £12 million profit, then you know something's up. And I don't think Dovetail is a particularly big group of people. I mean, I don't know how big their boardroom is, but the last time anything official was said on their the head count of, you know, people in the office working away making new routes and content, I think it was over 100, but that was like 2, maybe 3 years ago. So it may have been massively improved. I don't know, the numbers may have doubled since then, or I don't know, maybe wages have gone up. I imagine the wages have gone up, to be fair. Yeah, and then there's the element of license hold, you know, paying license fees and all that stuff. So, I don't know. I wish Dovetail was a bit honest, but You know, just tell us the reason why, you know, there are price hikes, you know. But the reasons they do give them, sometimes I don't quite believe them. It's hard to believe them sometimes. It makes you roll your eyes like, oh, here we go again. Anyway, we're approaching Woodside. It's just over 3,000 feet away. It's not snowing. There is just snow on the ground. That surprised me. I thought it'd be a snowstorm waiting to challenge me, but no challenge whatsoever. Oh dear. No. Mr. Engineer 141, hang on, let me just get on the brakes here. Did I turn it on? I actually forgot to turn it on. Oh well, never mind. Thought there'd be some issues with braking on the snow and icy rails, but obviously not. Suppose that's a blessing in disguise. Stop it there, I think. Here we are at Woodside. Right. Now I can have a look at the chat. Mr. Engineer 141 has made a Gordon reskin for the Flying Scotsman. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Metra 401 Productions. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. I have a question. Does Dovetail Games have a license for Tri-Rail, Metra, or Coaster? I don't think they do. I don't think they have any of those licenses. I don't know. They might have had the... I don't know. Maybe the Metra license they might have, because I think that is a subsidiary of BNSF, which they now have worldwide licensing agreement with. So they might be able to bring Metra. When you mention Metra, I presume you mean the Chicago route. What is it? The racetrack, isn't it? Aurora to Chicago. Now that should have been thinking of it now as the US like launch route for Train Sim World 4, to be honest. Really, that would have been amazing, you know. Geographically speaking, it's nice because it's in a different part of the States other than the Northeast, or, you know, right in the West in California. But, you know, the reason they chose the Antelope Valley line is because a majority of the scenery assets can be used from Cajon Pass, so it's quicker and easy to do. I'm in the wrong mode, damn it. Right, back to the journey. Let's use the M3 this time. New York Penn to Hempstead, Hempstead to Atlantic Terminal, Ronkonkoma, Newport Penn. Does it not do any services from Atlantic Terminal to Hicksville? No? Oh, I thought it did. Does it not? Oh, let's have a look. My chocolate's just sitting there. Ugh. Well, you'll probably have my stomach rumble then. Desperate for something to eat. You get 3 variations as you do with the M7, so they're basically different lengths of train. Things like 4-car, a 6-car, and maybe an 8-car. I don't know. It doesn't say. Surprise, surprise. No. That's New York to Hicksville. This is a bit different. No, so Atlantic Terminal doesn't go all the way to Hicksville. That surprised me. Swear it did. Before, surely it did. Well, obviously not. I was wrong. Alright, fair enough. Fair play. Right, let's get back on the journey then. Let's do Hempstead to Atlantic. Oh, is it pouring with rain? I can't have that. It's too annoying, the sound. Atlantic Terminal to Hempstead to... That's fine. Hempstead to Atlantic Terminal. Let's go. Rock and roll. Commando, kettles are stupid. Okay. Ancient Rome tier technology. Well, it can be good and it can be bad. I haven't got a traditional kettle as such. Albeit I've had it for quite a long time. But the one I have is like where you put the cup under the nozzle, fill it up with hot water, press a button, heats it all up, and the water comes out into the cup. Commander, the fact they were using them well up into the 1960s is embarrassing. Well, that's a new debate for you right there. Our kettle's stupid. There you are. Sammy Smith, it's quite expensive to be honest. Got a pre-order bonus because that is when it's at its cheapest. Yeah. 32 quid, I know. 32 quid for a minor reskin. Yeah. Doesn't do it for me. Ooh, it's late in the PM-ish. 1900 hours. Okay. That I wasn't expecting. Where are we? On the left, aren't we? No, this is really old, the M3. Not a complaint, that's just how it is. I like that. Set the headlights to bright. Think everything else is okay. Is the marker lights on? No, they're off, thank God. Wasn't there something about the gauge lights or something up here? Right. What's that? Right headlight breaker. Left. Door override. No, no, no. Nope. Nope. Maybe there isn't. Okay, fair enough. Put the minimum brakes on. There it is. Here's the switches up here. Put the lights on, I can't even see. Signal system breaker. I'll put it on, I suppose. ATC. I like the ATC, to be fair. More than a signalling system, so I'm going to leave that one off. Right, let's lock the doors. Oh no. Do not tell me this is broken as well. Oh, come on, man. I can hear it making noise. Oh, you're not broken, are you? Come on. Doors comms. There we go. What do we do? Lock. And lock. Is that right? Is that wrong? I swear it's meant to... Oh, I see. Okay, so this is the right-hand side. I think. Just take that away. Because that one's still in, isn't it? Oh, you can't even walk to it. Come on. Is it doors comms? I think that's it, isn't it? Lock. And lock. No? No? Oh my god. It's broke. What a surprise. Well, at least the stickers look alright. Oh, it's broken. Oh my god. Come on, man. You've got to be joking. I thought it was fixed by now. No. Oh dear. It's having its moment where it doesn't want to work. Oh. I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Close every single door. I've got to find them. Never mind. That's a window. This one. Not many more to go. Here we go. The rear headlights aren't on, are they? No, I had a feeling they weren't on. Can I cheat? Can I use the window? No. Negative. Oh well. I'll turn it off at the next station. I'll turn them on at the next station. Oh my god. I thought these issues would have been fixed like a year ago when they had the big update to the Long Island Railroad. Unfortunately not. Never mind. Right, the first stop is Country Life Press. Oh dear. Never mind. Commando Bro be on sale for like £8 in less than a year. I don't know about £8 would be marvellous. I'll be happy to get it for 15 or less. I think 15 is. I think 15 is reasonable, don't you think? 15 quid. You know, if they do a separate, whatchamacallit, if they do a regional release with the free core routes, like release them separately on the PlayStation or Steam or Xbox Store, whatever you play the game on, then we'll see. We'll see. Alright, Country Life Press is the first station stop. We'll say the lighting, it doesn't look okay, but the sky doesn't look too bad. I've seen worse. Mr. Engineer 141, the M7 seems heavier than the M7A. I don't know. Might be, I'm not sure. Certainly from a braking point of view, if you compare the M7 and the M3 in the game, the M3 unquestionably brakes much easier because it's lighter, hasn't got as much tech, or maybe the materials it's made of wasn't as, I don't know, maybe you think it used different materials, doesn't it? Oh, I've got to put on the oh, I did a stupid thing. I opened all the doors, didn't I? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, that's the left doors that are playing up. Maybe the right ones might be in good nick. Who knows? Excuse me. Pardon me. Lovely evening. Just a routine check on the multiple unit. There's nothing to be alarmed with. See if the passengers show any type of expression in the first place. Right, let's get on here. You know, just these simple things, you know. You know, if we notice them, how could Dovetail not notice them? You know what I mean? I don't get it. I mean, they still have that preservation crew, don't they? Used to fix and attend to routes of the past. They did a decent job in Train Sim World 2 of updating the routes, like Transpennine and GWE and all them lot. Some were better than others, but since then it's almost like they've been disbanded or something. They've been very quiet. Right, here we go. Let's hope it works. Oh, it works! It's a miracle. So just never unlock with left-sided doors. Well, just I'll open one door on the left-hand side. The next stop is Garden City. Okay. Banana Craft is getting Cities Skylines 2. and hopefully Planet Zoo when it comes to console or something else like that. Okay, fair enough. I know you do like that City Skyline game. I'm sure it's good fun. Sammy Smith in the main line is so good. It is good. It is not. It has its rough, it has its not so good bits, but it's a route I've wanted to see in the game for Train Sim World for a very long time, and I was just so happy that it came to Train Sim World at last. Commander, a few of them, I presume the developers you mean, were on AT's stream. I don't know who AT is, I'm sorry. Essentially blaming players for finding new bugs being the reason they stopped supporting the game. Really? They blamed their own customers. Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? Why would you blame you? What a stupid thing to do, to say. If that is true, I mean, I don't know if it's true. I don't even know who AT is, and I've never heard of it until now. But if what you say is true, I mean, why would you blame your own customers? That's brilliant, isn't it? That's just going to turn people away. They won't buy Train Sim World again. They'll go and play something else. What a silly thing to do. If that is true, of course. Right, we are very late, but that's okay. As long as we finish, that's all that matters. I haven't used the horn yet, I apologise. Interior, I don't think that horn is as good as the M7. I think it's got a slight loop in my headset. You might sound different on the broadcast, but for me it sounds not as good as the M7. What earth is that thing going across the screen? Are they streaks of light or something? It's like jet trails from a plane or something. Or just someone vandalising the screen. That's on the right hand side, so we should be good. Yeah, good, excellent. JJLT is playing Train Sim World right now. Do 2004 Ron Concomer, I think. That's what you mean. I don't plan to do one in this stream, but when the stream's finished, I'll type in the service code and I'll have a look and see what it's about. Maybe it's a different service pattern or something. Right, let's go to the next station stop, which is Nassau Boulevard. That's got a loop in as well, but the horn ain't too bad. And the annoying sound of that comes and goes when the train goes by, that irritates me. Oh no! What's happened? Oh no! What did I do? I didn't hear any alerts go off in my ears. So that's some fireworks outside. Someone's having a party. What was that? What was that all about? Oh, that was a bit odd. Maybe I pressed a button. That wasn't the right button. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, we're off from running again. Oh dear. Bananacraft, I'm going to go and get on as I have a busy week ahead of me. See you all tomorrow. Alright, Bananacraft, take care of yourself. Speaking of tomorrow, the next stream will be, of course, tomorrow on Monday the 25th of September 2023. And this next route we'll be taking a look at is Tees Valley. We're going to do some freight action with the Class 20. So hopefully you can join me for that. I do like the Class 20. It's one of my favourite locomotives, UK-wise, in a train sim world. The old school Class 20. Sounds really good. Anyway, I'll discuss the Class 20 in the next stream. Right. Coming in hot. There's streaks of light on the windscreen. I do not get that. I wonder if that happens on the M3 on New York Harlem line at night time or dusk. Not really sure, to be honest. Okay, let's unlock the doors. No, you don't want to work either. Okay, fantastic. Now the right side door still. Let's just open this one. Oh, they're coming off the train regardless. Okay, well, oh, this is a stream of firsts today, isn't it? Wow, I mean, I thought this route was in a bad condition. I didn't realise it was this bad. Good grief. At least there's no signalling problems. So that's something. Can I lock the doors then? We'll find out, won't we? Yes, you can. Right. That's the quick and easy way to do it. Excellent. Let's go to the next stop, which is Stewart Manor. A commando by kettles, I mean steam engines. Oh, right, okay. I like steam engines, though. Simon, is that a UFO? It might be, I don't know. We'll contact NASA and ask them to get a copy of this game and Long Island Railroad and the M3 and then let them do some analysis. Whoa, we need a break. I'm going too fast. Whoopsie days, that's my fault. Too busy focusing on the crossing. Oh well, I was bound to screw up eventually. It's normal on this channel. Oh well. I can open the door at the rear of the train for a change. Wow, that was a big screw up. Oh well. Never mind. Let's unlock this door. There we go. Right, I'll tuck into my chocolate. I've been saying it and I'm not doing it, so I'm going to do it. Wonderful. Lock the doors. Magnificent. Trying to do this one-handed. With a melting chocolate in the other hand. Right, let's go to the next stop, which is Floral Park. That's very nice. Lovely. Do you not like steam engines in a Commander? Or maybe specific ones you don't like? Liam is now on mobiles. The PC cleared everything and doesn't know anything now. Yeah, he's going to destroy it. Oh, so your PC broke, did it? I was watching the stream. I feel your pain. Technology these days, whatever hardware you use, they never last. Probably made deliberately not to last. Right, Floral Park coming up. There it is. Another M3. Nice to see you. At least it's not too dark outside in the game, so I can see what is going on, so that's nice. Night lighting isn't great, but in these kind of conditions I welcome the fact that it's not completely realistic, so I can actually see where I'm going at this stage of the day, whatever season this service is in. Simon, the route has so much potential, could really do with a refresh, proper busy timetable. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would really be nice. But heck, I think it took 2 years for this route to have a loco add-on with the M3. I think it took another, is it 2 years? 3 years, maybe, to have like a big visual update. Like they had the PIS screens, the new skybox, and the sounds from New York Harlem line ported over to the M7 and M3 of Long Island Railroad. Now the next big step is a reconstructed timetable. I like to see Dovetail do that, but they don't want to do it for some reason. They do on a few freight routes, don't they? And they're now doing it. They're doing another one, aren't they? Like new timetable for Curl Aachen, which has already been done twice, so it's the third time now. We had a new timetable for the London Underground. We're going way too fast again. Way. Hamburg-Lübeck got a small update. I think like 10 or so services were added. Brighton Main Line got a small update, didn't it? And added a stat load of freight services. Obviously New York Trains is going to get a new timetable, depending if it works and if it's actually any good. So yeah, I think we Long Island Railroad and maybe the Harlem line could actually do with a big update. I think Harlem line would be good in particular if they came with an add-on, like the M8, Metro North M8, red one, red and silver one, really unique looking multiple unit. That will add so much to the line, New York Harlem line. New services and well, different driving experience. It works, thank goodness. Right, let's go to Queen's Village. Okay, Queen's Village is just over 5,000 feet away. Liam Maxwell, hope you're well, nice to see you. Liam has said, I'd like to see GWE updated and extended to Oxford like in Train Sim Classic. I would love to see that. But I don't think Dovetail have the GWE license anymore. They haven't done anything like modern content wise to any Great Western branded route for a very long time. Actually, scratch that. They did add I think a couple of services. One, two, three, four services, new services for the 66. They added PIS screens to the 166 and the stations, upgraded the skybox or the sky to TSW2 standards, and that was about it really. So it's quite a shame that they've left it to rot some degree. I think I would have thought like a proper branded Great Western Railway loco add-on would come to the game, or to that route I should say. Class 387 Great Western Railway livery. Tend to do some services going from London, Paddington to, I think is it Gatwick or... Oh, not Gatwick, Heathrow, sorry. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, but a route to Oxford, I'd take that in a heartbeat. Or maybe even increase or add the branch line to Henley. Just thinking. They didn't add, no, they didn't add the branch to Henley. Right, let's lock the doors. We will complete this service, I assure you, regardless how broken this train is. Right, let's go to Hollis. That is the next station stop, just over 8,000 feet away. As always, I'll say the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you'd enjoyed this stream so far, make sure to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Lovely chocolate. Yes, I'm doing well, Liam, thank you. Yeah, it would be nice, Simon, if the routes get regular timetable additions or improvements on the regular basis, but that's not going to happen, unfortunately. One route that potentially can get a new lease of life is a Northern Transpennine. It would be nice if the 142 Pacer was added to Northern Transpennine's timetable. That alone would be a welcome sight for me, as Northern Transpennine is one of my favourite routes in the train sim world, along with many other routes. LGV Mediterranean I like because of the driving experience. Great Western Express I like because it's a route that's closest to home for me. Need to brake, my god. Southeastern High Speed is my favourite modern UK route. Oh shit, I've screwed it up massively. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Too busy talking. Don't overshoot the platform completely. I think I have. Well, I never. I'm amazed by that. Just charge the brakes a minute. No way. Is it on the platform? Oh, it is one door. Alright, fair enough. Nobody wants to get on, clearly. This driver's a menace to the railroad. Oh, maybe not. There are a couple of people who want to get on. Yay. Tail lights are on. The next stop is Jamaica, which is just over 2 miles away. Plus the stock from Tees Valley line. Oh yeah, Tees Valley, that could do with the Pacer as well. That'd be nice. Liam, I'm surprised you didn't have the Sheerness branch to Selby's and high speed either. No. I'm surprised they didn't either, to be honest. I'm sure they've got a reason. But we all know why, it's just to save time and money. Liam, I don't trust his PC anymore, so it's going in front of his Bengal emote getting wrecked. Oh god. Alright, fair enough. I think the station we just passed doesn't see any services stopping at all. It's the one next to the... the station's next to the maintenance complex for the Long Island Railroad, or at least in the game, that is. Commando, glad they've just left TSW2 alone now. No more worrying about them ballsing it up anymore. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, good point. I think I can still play Train Sim World 2 if I find it in my library games, even though I haven't downloaded it or haven't got it installed on my external hard drive. Might give it a download actually, see what it's like. I still have the very first Train Sim mod installed. It's quite nice to go back into that game and have a little play. Certainly on NEC New York. I'll have a sip of tea in a minute. What on earth is that sound? That was another train going by. Okay, I was wondering what it was. Didn't see any Long Island Railroad stock withdrawing from Jamaica. Because I have the door closed and obviously you can't look out the other window at the front. No wait, there is no other window at the front. Oh dear. My brain's gone walkabout today, I swear. Alright, here we are. Coming into Jamaica. Jamaica's not a bad looking station. Must be honest. How late are we? Oh, nearly 10 minutes late. What was that that just popped up? Was that like a scenario thing? Just popped up? Like those silly markers still appear, don't they? In the game, don't they? Like, if you go near the marker, it tells you, oh, you could start this scenario here, or Start this tutorial here. Where is it? Doors don't work again. Open that door. Sorry ladies, you have to board the train at the very front, I'm afraid. It's obviously a very cold day by the looks of it. It's a cold, wintry day. Yeah, this marker here. I never bother with these. Why do they have them still? Just a pest and a menace to me. Breaks the immersion massively. You can't even get rid of them, can you? Never mind. Right, let's lock the door. We serve with pride. Right, let's go to East New York, which is just over 5 miles away. Oh, what's going on? Oh, come on. I was over the speed limit for like a second. Like, maybe even less than a second. ATC doesn't like me. I'm beginning to not like it either. Right, let's go again. I'm determined to finish this service. Still at 15, are we? Okay, fair enough. Best obey what the ATC says. Liam participated in the Kingsling World of Shell final last week. Didn't win the race, but got Entertainer's Award. Oh, very good. It was a bright yellow Jaguar hearse looking thing. Brilliant art on it. Oh, alright. Right, now we can increase the speed. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go, go, go. Fast as we can. Liam, they're updating Southeast Nice Speed for train symbol 4 and redoing Northleaf Station and adding the stop markers for the 700. Yeah, I've heard they're adding some scenery or tweaking the scenery for Southeast High Speed. Incredibly irritated that they're not adding it to the train symbol 3 version. That really annoyed me. But again, it comes back down to one very bad reason as to why Dovetail did that. HTC to get a new game and pay the money. Pay the price. Right, we're now diving underground, going under the city of New York. Not technically in like Manhattan Island, but East New York. So we're going under New York as such. Like, I think the reason Dovetail, I didn't get it. I mean, they released the Class 700 and Dovetail said in the was it the roadmap that they planned to release another patch for Southeastern High Speed, you know, to tackle some bugs or some scenery. Like, why didn't you release that with the 700 then? You know what I mean? It's like, alright, we'll release the 700 just to be nice, and then we'll leave the update for the scenery for Train Sim Mod 4. Three miles to go until East New York. Commander should try a run with no harden or safety systems. It's the only way to play. Oh hell no, I'm not doing that. Not on stream. No chance. It will be a shit show waiting to happen. And I'll just turn on the safety the HUD back on anyway straight away. Moment something is wrong. I just remembered one thing. Another thing that's going to be late to Train Sim World 4's launch is the suspension improvements, isn't it? Or some physics changes to the suspension. I don't know whether that's to all the trains in the game or specific locomotives or multiple units they're trying to work these new suspension improvements into. Then, yeah, the fact that that's not even going to be on time, you know, it speaks volumes, doesn't it? You know. Speed limit 45 coming up. There we are. One small improvement that's coming to Train Sim World 4 that I do like, that's on the well, it's mainly to do with controllers, which is some feedback, you know, rumble feedback, haptic feedback. I do like the sound of that. And also nice for PlayStation customers, you get to hear the safety systems out of the speaker of the controller, or the signal, or safety systems, you know, lighting up on the light bar on the controller. That I do like. Nice touch. Just over 2,000 feet from East New York. I remember in TSW1, Dovetail added the, what was it? Like cab sway, or cab movement. Which has proven quite, you know, popular, I would say. To me, I'd leave it off. Makes me look ill. Makes me feel ill, I should say. So it's nice that you have the option to turn it on or off. But yeah, the suspension improvements there, interesting. Bit random, a bit out of the blue. It's a welcome change, no doubt about it. Maybe because of the haptic feedback on controllers, they thought, oh well, this is the perfect opportunity to look at the suspension physics and see what we can do. Alright, here we are, East New York. Everyone can get off. Thank goodness for that. The doors are all open. And then there'll be a pain in the neck to shut, I bet you. Please lock, I beg of you. There we go. The next stop is North Strand Avenue. North Strand Avenue is just over 2 miles away. Right, I need a sip of tea. It's gone stone cold, I'm sorry to say. But I'll drink it anyway. I'll tell you something, I was watching a video earlier today that just absolutely cracked me up. It's to do with trains, don't worry. It was like a first look, what was it on? It was on Train Simulator. It was a look at the one of the Amtrak passenger like locomotives. Oh, it was a hoot. Absolute hoot. Because I think the product was so crap, you know, it just it was awful. But the person who did it, you know, made it funny. Because of how bad it really was. It was an absolute hoot. So I've saved that video, and every time I'm having a bad day or feel down in the dumps, then I just always go back to that video and have a laugh. Oh my goodness, I never laughed so much on a train simulator video in my life. Alright, we're now back into the open landscape of Long Island Railroad. No longer underground, at normal level, street view level, even though we're kind of above the street level. Might be able to see the small dinky little New York landmarks as such, like the Empire State Building or the Chrysler Building or the World Trade Center, whichever one it is. It's one of them. What if it lights up at night? I never thought about that, to be fair. Alright, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. North Strand Avenue approaching. Should be okay. I think. We will see. Simon Wowies, or however you say that, videos are good, train sim content very funny. Is that the person I watched? I don't think it is, no. It was a different person. But I can't remember what it was. But the person you just mentioned, or the channel you just mentioned, I've no idea who that person is either. There's the UFO light coming back. Right. Oh. There we go. Doors open. Excellent. There it is. You could just about see it in the distance. I'll change the camera, the controllers set up just briefly so you can see. I think I'm struggling to see. I think that's the I think that's the World Trade Center. But from a distance, and the lighting of it looks like the Empire State Building as well. But I'm pretty sure that's the World Trade Center. So you can kind of see it in the distance, but you have to zoom in to see it. And it's nice, it's lit up at night. I'll give Dovetail the credit for that small thing. Right, the next and final stop is Atlantic Terminal. Just over 8,400 feet away. Let's go, go, go. Now we're going to be steeply descending under New York City. So I think the train goes for a little bit. Speed limit will get down to 5. Ugh. So slow. But it keeps the people safe. Let's get on the brakes. Gotta increase the pace a little bit more. Let's go, go, go. So overall, do I recommend you getting the Long Island Railroad that's been out since 2018, nearly 5 years old? No. It's in a bit of a broken mess, I'm afraid. Well, VM3's doors in particular are very, very irritating. The route itself doesn't look great. Obviously the timetable is dead. Scenarios are interesting, I'll give it that. Yeah. If it gets a new timetable and a visual overhaul of its lighting, you know, for Train Sim World 3 or 4 polish as such, you know, the clouds and the lighting and the weather system, etc, etc. Yeah, maybe then pick it up. On a discount, which it probably will be. Yeah, that'd be cool. It's mad to think that this is nearly 5 years old. I think it came out in what? Before Christmas, I think, 2018. I'll leave it in coast now, I think. I can't keep at 5 miles per hour, I'm sorry. In real life, yes I would. On a stream, no. Now I think the Long Island Railroad is priced at £24.99, so it's a little bit cheaper than some of the newer Train Sim World 3 routes. Or era routes, I should say. So we're trundling into Atlantic Terminal. I wonder if this train will have to be taken to the yard at just down from here from the station. Not going to do it though. There's the passengers all eagerly awaiting to board the train. We're quite late, but we made it, despite the many problems of the doors. Wanting to play games. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Oh well. No signalling issues though. That's good. I hate it when that happens. I think the lighting at Atlantic Terminal isn't too bad. I don't think it's totally realistic, but yeah, certainly better than the nighttime lighting in the sky in this game, that's for sure. Ooh, we got a dilemma here. Got 2 platforms on either side, and the one on the left isn't long enough. We'll open the right doors. Ah, how ironic! Right at the end, the doors fail. I had a feeling that would happen. Let's open the doors here. Here. See if we can open the right ones now. Nah, they don't want to work. Of course they don't. Of course. I'll open the first 2. It's alright, dear. Don't have to face... palm the door. I can open it for you. Say the detail around here isn't too bad from a distance. Alright, so there we are, we completed the service. Just about. Hempstead to Atlantic Terminal, stopping at Country Life Press, Garden City, Nassau Boulevard, Stewart Manor, Floral Park, Belrose, Queens Village, Hollis, Jamaica, East New York, North Strand Avenue, and finally terminating at Atlantic Terminal. 12 stops in total. We got a bronze. Heck, I finished it. I'm happy with that. And I think that will be that. Let's have a look at the stream. Chat, I should say, one more time. Liam, is the World Trade Center as 2-2. Oh, okay, thank you for clarifying. And Liam also found one of those try not to laugh challenge videos. Oh yeah, I've seen them before many times. Simon is probably not him. He reviews UK stuff mainly, but I'd recommend him. Very creative. All right, okay, fair enough. Simon, I like the fact that this is a network. Well, it could be a very good kind of network if it was a good experience in the first place. But never mind. Simon, non-linear routes always feel more fun, but this is just too dead. I agree with you entirely. Sam Smith, hey again, sorry for the short disappearance, but unfortunately, mate, I'm about to disappear myself because this stream has come to an end. Quite fun. I enjoyed the stream on the Long Island Railroad, despite in its dead and broken state. But I hope you have as well. So if you did, then make sure to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will be tomorrow on Monday, the 25th of September 2023, where I'll be going back in time to the UK. Tees Valley line is making a reappearance on the channel, and we're going to be doing some fun, having some fun with the BR Class 20 wonderful locomotive. So yeah, hopefully you can join me for that. If not, then take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.